element that we regard it as some very basic element that we can make the movie success. So yeah, then we try to contact Miriam Yeung and we are talking about the script over beer, right? Something like that. Yeah.
And what was your first reaction when you read the script? How did you identify with the character?
Yeah, it's a very touching story. It's talking about a relationship for couples, and the most touching part is they met when they were young, and in secondary school, and then they walked along the road till 40 something. So I think it's a new challenge for me. Yeah.
In what sense was it a new challenge for you?
I didn't come across this kind of story before. Most of my movies about comedies or love, but fantasy and passions. I think this time is quite sad for me. Yeah, it's quite serious. Yeah, not a kind of comedy.
Were you already familiar with The Way We Dance or Adam's earlier films?
What?
The Way We Dance, the previous movie that was quite a hit. Yeah.
Very energetic and have motivations in time. Very positive. Yeah.
The first time I met Qinghua for this movie, the way we dance still hadn't come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was before The Way We Dance.
Right.
Interesting. Miriam, I would like to ask you, since tonight's your night, really. I would like to ask you about your early career when you started off. I'm curious about the early comedies you made with Joe Ma.
Yeah.
How would you describe that era? It was quite different back then. How were those films made? Those films were also made very quickly, but that's how you became a film star.
On the cover, it's very far away from me. But it's really a beginning of my movie career. Yes, I think it's many people think that I'm just doing myself. But how to say that? I think I'm lucky. Yeah, I have a very good start at that moment. Yes.
But then you chose a very different kind of direction. You played in Fu Chan's movie.
I'm learning from each movie, and hope that I would tell myself I still have a room for improvement. So I learn from every single one. Yeah, even that's very bad. I still learn about it. Yeah, I still learn from that.
How did you first become familiar with Miriam Yeung's films?
Actually, it's from that Fruit Chan movie, Dumb
Oh.
Brain. Yeah. Actually, that was the really first time I met you. Yeah, and she gave me a really strong impression at that time because at that time I was making of director. So making of, right? So I was videotaping some interview with Miriam Yeung, and I found she's really nice, friendly, and really very willing to answer questions. Actually, not every star in Hong Kong can do that, right? I think. Yeah, I still remember. I asked you, you have to learn how to act as like a rich woman, and so did you learn something? So you just perform in front of the camera how to walk or some gesture of this rich woman. Yeah, that gave me left me a very strong impression.
Well, she eats dumplings made from.
Well, the song is very crazy. Of course, that's not the real one, but I need to eat over hundreds for each scenes because they have different angle for shooting. So I need to repeat it and eating.
Yeah, I remember it very clearly.
So I think
You've seen that
dumpling
film,
is very horrible. I just thinking like a dumpling. It's very dumb.
You still eat dumplings? I want to ask you about your encounter with Bong Ho-chung. I think that's a very important moment in your career.
Yeah.
You worked with Bong Ho-chung, who's also Niav guest. He's come here a few times. Can you describe how it was working with him and how that changed your career?
Yeah. Love in the pop in another part of my life. in my Korean life. It's a real difference with Love Undercover at that period, because Cherry is a more modern woman and more mature, and the story is more real, more near how to say, the more solid love story, and in connecting with the audience directly. Yes, I think it's a different kind of movie I didn't work with before. Yeah.
How different was it? I think Hong Ho-chung spends a lot of time on the script. I don't know how the drama comedies were made, but how different was that from your early work?
Small realistics. I need to learn the smoking, and I didn't smoke, but I need to learn it. And it's talking about a lady falling in love with a man who's younger than her, at least 5 years. And I think it's very, very challenging for me. But actually, my husband is younger than me.
So maybe not.
I think that's convincing, yeah.
So you could derive it from your own experience.
Huh?
Was it similar to?
Yeah, it's a little bit. So I just, of course, not all of that. Yeah, part of it.
Can we speak about the third film?
The third film? Oh, the coming one.
The upcoming one.
Wow, maybe it will be a horror film, so what will going on with that? But still, it's talking about the Cherry and Chi Mei. Yeah, they live together, they're living together, and maybe have many different, situational story. Yes.
I see. Another two films.